Hey YouTubers and gamers, I am Cybersnake7 and this is Sybers Sunday Pickup Show. I'm back. I may sound a bit slurry. It's not due to the fact that I've had a drink. It's due to the fact that yesterday I had my tongue pierced, so I'm going to sound like a complete idiot for about 14 minutes. But I found the only way I can actually keep this at bay is liquid lubrication. So let's get on with the show. Got a few games for you tonight, not amazing amounts, but I've also got some non-related game items for you to see, because I do collect other things besides games, so excuse me, I am struggling. So we'll start with the few games that I bought this week, and the first two are for the PS1, and the two platform puzzle adventures which I never really bought when the system first came out, but I've now acquired them and I'm glad I've got them, because they are both cracking platforming puzzle games. And they are, the first one being Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Got the original black label, thankfully, so I don't like the platinum rubbish, I can't stand it, but as I say, the case is in mint condition and it's got all the instructions. Well, I'll show you. Instructions and this bit of plastic and a nice pictured disc. But yeah, there's the first one. There's Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, and I also picked up the second one, which is Oddworld's Abe's Exodus, and also nice instructions and two discs, which is a bigger game, so it should be an interesting challenge, because these are quite hard games. Also black label as well. As I said before, can't stand platinum. I won't buy one. If I see it, forget it. But yeah, two nice additions for the PS1, which I'm very glad to have. Now we'll move on to excuse me, two PS3 games that I acquired this week. One I've been waiting for. I wanted it, but I wouldn't pay the price for it, so I thought I'd wait for it to drop, and I found it for 20 quid. And it is a game I was looking forward to. Lollipop Chainsaw. Give it a go yesterday. I'm loving it already. This game just rocks. Sudo 51. I love those game makers anyway. They are very, very good. And I love the main character. Don't need to guess why, do you? But yeah, brilliant game. Cheerleader who kicks zombies' asses. Can't say no more than that, can you? But yeah, 20 quid. And it's brand new. £20 brand new, so I was quite chuffed to pick that up for the price that I paid. But that's Lollipop Chainsaw. And the second one I picked up about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, for 3 quid in Tesco, believe it or not. And it's a game I've never owned, but now I do. Brutal Legend. I have seen this in action, and it didn't look too bad. Something I probably wouldn't have paid full price for, but for £3 you cannot argue with that. But you know, it's in immaculate condition. There's not a blemish on it. Fully instructions, and the discs are in very good condition. It was in the used section in Tesco, so I thought, yeah, I'm having that. £3, bargain. Looking forward to playing that. Some good rock legends in it, apparently. Now, the game I'm going to show you now is for the Famicom, because I do collect my Famicom games and I love Famicom games in general nowadays, being a Super Nintendo fan. But this game I've waited for a long time. I really, really want the PAL version or the NTSC version, but I think I'm going to have more chance of getting the NTSC version than getting the PAL version, because the PAL version is well expensive. But this one's climbing in price also, but I still managed to get this excuse me, for a relatively decent price, about £50. But it is Dracula X for the Super Famicom, and I am happy as Larry to have this, to be honest with you. I checked this out yesterday. I've obviously got this game, which originally was on the PC Engine, the PC Engine CD-ROM. It is more or less the same game, slightly different start, and I've only had a quick go, and it is quite hard, much harder than Castlevania 4. People may, I don't know, say nah, it's a piece of cake, but I only played it just for an hour or so. It's quite difficult, so I'm really looking forward to cracking onto this one. But immaculate condition, absolutely not a blemish on it. Full instructions, baggy with a cart. As I say, there you go, from the sides and the back. But absolutely pristine condition with a nice plastic cover on, as you do. But yep, absolutely happy as Larry to have that going. But there you go, that is Castlevania XX, as they call it, for the Super Famicom. And that is my games. Now, I picked up a console. Originally I wanted, and I'm still waiting for, the Model 1 Genesis, and I missed out on one last week. I wish I'd have bought, but I didn't. So I found a substitute. I'm glad I've got it, but I'm still disappointed with it. But the thing is, I did get it for a reasonable price, because these do go for quite a lot of money. But I've got the Genesis 3 system. As I say, I thought this would do while I'm waiting for the Model 1 version. And, you know, it looked good actually in the pictures and that. But I've got to say, the console looks cheap. And the joypad is terrible, personally. It's a 6-button joypad, but the actual design of it is so cheap and tacky, it's unreal. And I'll just show the system. There it is. Very small, very light, very cheaply made. Personally, I think you could probably get better plug and play systems that are more hardware in and better designed than the system. And the odd part about it is, I've played some NTSC games on this system, because I started collecting, obviously, as you know, Genesis titles, but still some do not work, and I can't get my head around whether this system, because I did pay about £35 for it, whether this system has actually been doctored in some way is a good question. I don't know, because my Sonic 3 NTSC don't work, my Flashback don't work in the system, but there are games like my Sonic Spinball, the Japanese version, that don't work on my Asian Mega Drive, but they work in this one. It's just kind of weird. It's a bit of a mismatch. I just can't get games to work on this that work on the one system. Yeah, there's games on that system that works on this system, but a lot of my Genesis games, well, I wouldn't say a lot, about 4 or 5 of them that I expected to work in this system don't work, and that's disappointed me. But thankfully I only paid £35 for it. As I say, I won't get rid of it, because it is a system that I'm glad I've got, for one reason only, because obviously I can use it for the time being until I wait for my Model 1, and it's another system to my collection, because I love collecting systems. I was going to show the joypad, but I'll just show it in another video. I can't be asked to get it out of the drawer, because I've packed it away now. But yeah, Genesis 3. Glad I've got it, but very disappointed with it overall. Very cheaply made. But that's the console I bought. And it's a shame, really, isn't it? But I'm just glad I've got it. There you go. Genesis 3. And that is everything game-wise, to be honest. I have bought 3 new films. I do love my films. And I love my Blu-ray steelbooks. Tomorrow I'm going to CEX and get rid of a shitload of DVDs, just to get them out of the way, make some space, because I'm got into my figures again. I like collecting figures, and I've got a figure box set to show you. But I'll show you the films that I bought first. As I say, I love my steelbook films, and I picked up this one first. You either love it or hate it. I got the 18. Only a tenner. And I'm quite happy to have it. This is quite rare on the Japanese version, so I'm glad I waited for the PAL release. For a tenner, you can't moan. And I quite like this film. I haven't watched this copy personally yet, but I have seen the film, and I quite enjoyed it. Whether they'll make a sequel to it, I don't know. But I was quite happy with it. I say I enjoyed the film. But yeah, that's the 18. And there's 2 films I bought and I haven't watched, and I don't know anything about them. I've had good reviews of one, but this one I haven't seen or watched. But it's Contraband. But I got this one from, this is a German release, because you can't get this over here on Steelbook. I usually go to Amazon Day to try and get my Steelbooks. But yeah, Contraband. Is it? Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. He does some good films and he does some shite. But this don't seem too bad. A friend of mine said it was very good, worth watching. So another worthy collection, Blu-ray Steelbook to my collection. That's Contraband. And then the third item is Safe House. Now, I've heard good things about this. I'm looking forward to watching this, and I will be watching this through the week because I'm off for a week. So, yep, this is another one from Amazon Day. Cheaper over there than over here, actually talking like 25 quid for this. Brand new, and I think that's a bit ridiculous. I mean, realistically, you should be paying about, what, 15 quid for a Blu-ray? A new release anyway. But yeah, I got the German version of Safe House. So looking forward to that. It should be interesting. And that's my 3 films. Now, the last item I got, as I said, I'm getting back into my figures again. Excuse me, my feet are hurting. 1 second. Got back into my figures again. So, about 2 weeks ago, I went to the Disney store with a wife. Went to pick up a present for her niece, and it was me who ended up walking out the door with something. And obviously I'm mad on the Avengers, I'm mad on Marvel characters as such, but I walked out with this. Crazy but true. The Marvel Avengers box set. Now I'll try and get up and show you closely, but you got Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, and Thor. Now if I turn around, you'll probably see it a little bit better. There you go. As I say, the details on these figures are amazing. I mean, they are very, very good. Nice, brilliant backdrop they're in. I'm in 2 minds about taking this out of the box, because I do like the packaging that they're in. Because I will be setting up a cabinet eventually, because I'm totally gutting my room and redoing it. So I'm going to do like a mini room tour soon, just to give you a quick glance of the way it was. And then when I get it done, again, I might show it off when I get 100 subscribers or something, I don't know. But yeah, I had to have this. As I say, I'm going to get a cabinet room soon, because I've got a lot of figures, different film character figures. I love my Metal Gear Solid characters as well. So I'll have me a nice collection of figures I'll show in a later video, whenever that may occur. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, that is the last item. My 4 Avengers figures in a box. Very happy to have. I don't care if you think I'm a kid. I love my figures. Always gonna. But anyway, that is it, folks. And as always, I am Cybersnake7. Keep playing. Keep watching. See you later, gamers and YouTubers.